guys, and by the way, apparently guys is now offensive, but I don't care because I'm from California and I will always say, hey guys. So welcome back to another Mario Presents, and I'm excited to share with you guys all the stuff that's been happening in the last 2 weeks. Our Palmdale Freedom Coalition team is dividing and conquering all over the place. We were down in Hart School District yesterday. We were also at the RNC Community Center because of town hall was happening. We also had our regularly scheduled meeting. We're busy and we're not stopping. We don't show any signs of stopping. As a matter of fact, when we were at the gun show this weekend, handing out our little flyers like, hey, come check us out. You know what? People were walking up going, I've heard of you guys. I know you guys. I know the Palmdale Freedom Coalition. And I know that guy Mario. That guy Mario is pretty fun. So nod and shout out to all those people who dropped my name. That was really cool and I appreciate it. I never thought I would get to that level. I never expected, never wanted to get to that level. I just want to do what's right. So thank you for dropping my name and letting people know that, letting me know, letting people know that, let me know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Letting me know that my work is actually being seen. So that's extremely important. And speaking of being seen, my shirt is probably going to get me demonetized or this video removed from YouTube simply because it says something that some people might find offensive. Yet here we are, we're looking out into the streets and we see people calling for the extermination of another religion and a complete entire annihilation. They're saying that this other awful person in history was right for trying to exterminate them. And I think that's wrong. So I'm a free speech absolutist. So I really, really push the envelope of free speech. So when I wear things like this, it's not to be offensive. It's to cause people to think beyond this initial reaction that they feel. They'll be like, oh my God, that's offensive. Da, da, da. That hurts them. But you know what? On the flip side, we can say all these things about Jesus Christ. We can say all these things about Buddha. We can say all these things about the Mormons. But the moment we start pointing our focus on another group that actually does exterminate people who aren't of their ethnic origin, all of a sudden we are now not allowed to say it. I'm sorry. I will say what I want to say. I live in America for a reason. This is part of the effectiveness of Mario Presents, is the fact that I can put out there and have people look beyond a shirt, a hat, shoes, and they listen to the words I say. Speaking of which, listening to the words I say, I'm going to be going to Tulare County this weekend, and I'm going to be teaching the people in that community how to organize just like we did in PFC and how they can become an effective team that communicates with one another, that also encourages participation. It's very easy to have a group, and I've seen this happen many times. Groups come, groups go. Groups come, groups go. Why? Well, because it's interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal relationships are extremely difficult. We are forced into interpersonal relationships at work. You have no choice but to get along with your coworkers. It doesn't matter how awful they are or how mean they are, you have to get along with them. The same goes with our family. But when it comes to a volunteer group, you have the ability to come and go as you please. So when friction arises, people are just like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't need it. I'm out of here. And I've seen that happen. Multiple groups disappear, they rise, and they fall. Palmdale Freedom Coalition has been around now for 2 years, going on 3, and the same members are still there. And that's not to say that we didn't have our own friction. We just learned to deal with our friction and how to overcome our friction so that we can take that energy that we would normally want to focus on each other, trying to, this person said this, and this person feels like this, and I don't like how this person talks. We need to redirect all of that energy out into the things and the issues that we find important. And once we figure out how to do that, that's the reason why we can divide and conquer all over our community. I'm being seen by the president of the high school board who recognizes me and goes, I know you, I see your work, I love the work you do. And I go, great, I want to hold you accountable. I want you to do X, Y, and Z. And when he says, oh, I agree with you. I want to do X, Y, and Z. And these are the reasons why I can't. And I say, great, let's start working towards those things. We're working towards solutions everywhere. And I see what's going on out in the world, and I'm just so focused on my team because I understand that local, it's all about the local politics. We have stopped a rhino from getting the early endorsement from our GOP, and we're continuing to work to support a grassroots candidate who's an outsider, somebody who's completely out of left field, that also holds the values that the people on the ground hold to their heart. So that person is a better candidate. But we have this GOP establishment that's turning around going, well, we need someone who can win. We need someone with a proven track record who can raise money. Honey, money is not all that there is. My grandmother lived in a shack with a dirt floor and corrugated plastic walls and a roof. I know what poverty is, and I know what money is, and I know that money doesn't make the world go round. Palmdale Freedom Coalition has existed for over 2 years without a single dime donated. So I can tell you from personal experience, money isn't everything. Money makes things easier. I gotta say it, it does. It makes so much easier. But it's not everything, because when it becomes everything, that's when it becomes a problem. When that's all you're looking at is the financial. When we're struggling, absolutely we need to focus on it. But when we're looking at the financial for our own personal benefit, it ends up rotting us to our core. The money is a necessary evil, but we can't let that necessary evil be in control of our lives. So, but anyways, I digress. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep getting yourselves involved. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm still going to be involved, and I'm still going to get out there and use my free speech because, hey, we live in America. I love you guys all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.